Well, it's been a good run, but it's time for some change. This garage normally houses my mini bike collection I've been acquiring for the past couple of years. I've been debating on switching it up, and that change came a lot quicker than I was expecting. If you're not familiar with my collection, let me catch y'all up to speed. I'm Mark with Habit Moto. Thanks for watching.
All right, here's what it used to look like in this garage with all the 70cc bikes on the right and all the Z50s up on the shelf. I'm going to miss these bikes. But let's talk about how we got here. So a couple years ago, I saw a picture of a bunch of Honda Minis out in the driveway, and I was like, man, that looks really cool. So I got the idea, what if I could find every year the Honda Z50 from 1968 to 1999? Well, I went on this mission of trying to accomplish it, and I did it. It took a while, and it was a lot of work getting these things all cleaned up. And it got to be just too much. So I decided to sell off a bunch of them and just focus on the ones I really like, which is the 1979 to 1999 Z50Rs. And those are the ones I had up on the shelf in the garage. But then I started chasing after the 70cc Hondas, and I got a bunch of them. And then I started thinking, oh man, it'd be really cool if I had one of each color of the CT70 KOs, which you see here, and then the XL70s, which is one of my favorite bikes to ride. I wanted all three colors, and so I got all three of those. They only made it 3 years. And then you see those three right here. And then the SL70s, I had all three colors right here. You don't see the yellow one in this video. So why the sudden change? This is one of the very first Z50s I picked up from the original owner, and I thought I overspent. I spent $800 on this beauty. My wife did not sell them all behind my back. I'm not going broke, although daycare is very expensive for 2 kids. It's been on my mind to switch things up and diversify a little bit of the collection, like this Z50K2. I had somebody reach out and asked about some bikes, and I usually, when they ask about bikes in here, I say, not for sale. But he kept pushing the point and said, how much? So I gave him a price on some of my favorite bikes. And he said, okay. And so, with that, he got some of my favorite Z50s and some of my favorite 70cc bikes. But that's okay, because it's easier to let them go all at one time rather than just one here, one there. So I was okay with the decision. It pushed me to actually let some go and not hold on to them forever. Oh man, this one's heavy. Lift with your back. And I still have a few like this 1998 Z50 that I'm planning on selling. Now that the Z50 collection is broken up, you know, I don't have, before that's why I never wanted to sell one, is once I sell a really nice, one of my nice ones, now I don't have every year from 79 to 99, and now I gotta go find it. Which, to clarify, I don't have the kind of money to just go out and find a nice one and pay for it. I try to buy, sell, trade, keep upgrading to a nicer bike, collect parts, clean them up as I get time. And that's how I built this collection over the years. So when I say diversify, I really mean it. Like this Suzuki Trailhopper. Look at this funky thing. Never had one of these. Then I found out it was my dad's first bike. And so I went on a hunt and found a couple and made this really nice one. He had an orange one, which I do have. And I'll be doing a video on putting that one back together and cleaning up. Pretty cool. These are funky little things. So I want to have some more things other than just Hondas in here. I don't know to what extent, but we'll see as the collection grows and changes which direction we go. And this is one that I am very excited about. I've always wanted a really nice one of these, but they are just so ridiculously expensive. And it was always kind of my idea to have one of the, one of the red and white and one of the blue and white, the earlier one. I was just fortunate enough to be able to do trade deals for both of these bikes, actually. Two different guys wanted a bike I had, and they had what I really wanted, so we were able to work out trade deals. And then I just slowly acquired parts and other bikes to make these two nice. And now we have a matching set. And one of the things I'm most excited about with this collection is just being able to change it up from time to time. Like I should have, these are kind of backwards. I should have done the hardtail, then the orange one, then the white one, but whatever. It doesn't matter. So this is going to be kind of a interchangeable collection. I got my BMX bikes back up there. I like messing with those from time to time. So as new things come in or something is cooler than the other, I'll just swap it out and we'll have a ever-changing collection. I like it. So if you're curious how we get bikes onto the top shelf, well, here you go. Oh, back the truck in. This is a cool little collection I put together here recently. If you haven't noticed, I like kind of pairs of stuff. And let me move the camera so you're not looking at my butt the whole time. So like I was saying, I like pairs or sets of stuff. Didn't get close enough. And this is a pretty cool setup of 3 bikes. This is the QR50, which was never available in the US. Oh, this is getting sketchy. Fortunately and unfortunately, it's been cold, and then all of a sudden it got really warm, and now condensation is all over every bike. And then the next one is this little JR50, some Suzuki version. This one is a 1980. And then lastly is the Yamaha version, PW50. And this is a 1987. And I just love it. The fact that it has gold wheels like the Honda's QR50. Although it is missing its tail decal, I have one for it. Just haven't put it on yet. Sorry, I'm breathing heavy at this point, moving all these bikes. So there we go. Got the PW50, JR50, and the Honda QR50. Pretty cool. And I mean, I had to keep an XL70 in the collection. It's, you know, it's in my logo, if you haven't noticed. Really nice 74 XL70, 1,300 original miles. Hard to find these with original paint and side covers not all busted and cracked and turn signals. And as you can see, XL70 in the logo. You can buy one of these actually if you want to. If you like the shirt, there's a link to my website. You can buy you one. I think they're pretty cool. Okay, so maybe 2 XL70s in the collection. In case one's not running or something like that, you know. This one's a little rough. I'm gonna do a video on bringing this one back to life. Hopefully soon. Well, we gotta have an SL70. And my favorite color is this Aquarius blue. I do miss my, so XL70s, they did a 74 orange and black. 75 was this kind of bluish color. And 76 was like a lime green, which is very unique for Honda. I do miss that one. That's a harder color to find in good shape, and maybe one day we'll get another one. Who knows? This is a 79 Z50R, which is the first year of the R model, which is pretty cool, and this is a good example. So I think this one I'm going to hold on to for a little while, because it's also a good rider. So
kind of give you an idea, you know, we got the 79 the first year of the R. We go back to the hardtail. I want to eventually have the 68, 69, and 71, have one of each color. And then we'll have, I don't have one in here, let me go get one. We'll have one of these generations in here. This is the 72 to 78 style. This is actually a 76 that is very rough, and I haven't worked on it yet. So, like I was saying, have early version, one or two of these, one, two, or three of the R's, and then a variety of different things. That's the idea. There's a bracket. All my earlier CT70s, like the KOs, I've sold most of. I mean, I'm not saying most of them. I've sold a few of them, and the other ones are at the shop, waiting to be worked on, and those will be coming up for sale. I might hold on to one CT70 KO. Here's a fun one I want to hold on to because they're a blast to run my kids around on. ATC 70. This one needs some love, but it's a runner. So speaking of ATCs, check this guy out. This is a Z50 K2 with a ATC 110 engine in it with high-low. It's wild. Anyways, it's a little ripper and a lot of fun. And we might bring some more modern bikes in, like this little CRF50. This is a unstoppable little bike that you can let kids terrorize and just go buy new plastics for it whenever they dump it. So, downsized a little bit, a few less bikes. I still have some of the ones that were in here originally at the shop that are getting worked on and getting ready to go for sale. So stay tuned for those. I'll try to post some videos on here of bikes coming up for sale. If somebody comes in here and really wants this 94 Z50, you know, I'll put a price on it, and if it leaves, it's all right. I'll just grab another one and put it in its place. And if something else really cool comes up that I like better, I'll swap out with one of these. I got a couple things on my list that I'm really looking for. YSR 50, NSR 50 or 80. Moto Compo would be cool. Those new Moto Compactos are pretty neat. Might grab one of those at some point. I want to get like a more modern, maybe the Honda Monkey. That'd be fun to ride on the street. So yeah, those are some of the things I'm kind of keeping an eye out for to see if one pops up near me that's a good deal that I can clean up and get running or something like that. So I appreciate y'all hanging out and listening to me ramble. I hope y'all enjoyed it. I'll keep y'all posted as things come in and out of the collection. Drop a comment below of what you think would be cool to add to it, and I'll put that on my list of searches. So thanks guys. I'll catch you on the next one. See ya.